Ah, it's a beautiful day. My name is Moshe Levis and I am the creator of Mosh Planner. And I have shit I need to figure out. So, Mosh Planner is a planner dedicated for landscape photographers. You can use it, of course, if you're a travel photographer or other kinds of photographer, but I created it mainly for landscape photographers like myself. The thing I need to figure out is branding. I need to start a brand for Mosh Planner. I've been kind of trying to figure out and work on this as a brand for the past 3 years. But I guess I don't know, I never maybe focused on it enough. And so, as the founder and creator of Mosh Planner, one of the things I want from this brand is to be honest and open. And what do I say? What do I mean when I say honest and open? So let me tell you why I created this planner first. And by the way, I'm not doing this video for you to buy the planner. If you want to buy it, awesome. But it's mainly for those that already bought it and have a Mosh Planner and use it with in their adventures. And so the reason I created Mosh Planner was because I wanted to be in the moment when I took pictures. You see, as a photographer, as a landscape photographer, when you go out uh, for landscape photography adventures, most of the time, at least me, you go because you want to capture some breathtaking pictures of landscapes nobody ever saw before, or maybe everybody saw because it's something famous. And maybe you hope to sell it, you know? That's at least one of the reasons us photographers do that. And so when we do that and we go out there and we capture those pictures, we are not necessarily experiencing the moment that we're in. Yes, we're there, and yes, we plan it, we plan the shot, we set up the tripod, we see everything around us, we hear everything around us, but we're focused on the camera settings and the light that is about to come down or come up, and how nature behaves, and so on and so on. And so we're not really there, you know, breathing in, taking the moment, enjoying what we're looking at. And while we're enjoying it, happen to take a picture. No, we're there because we want to take a picture and we're not really enjoying the moment. Do I make any sense? I make sense to me, at least. So that's the main reason I created Mosh Planner, okay? One of the features of this planner is to record those moments, okay? When you go out there on the field in your adventure, in front of your beautiful landscape, it could be a sunset in Yosemite National Park, in front of, I don't know, anywhere pretty much. You know, Yosemite is pretty good. So when you're there and you can just sit down and for a second or two before you going to, you know, press that shutter release, you sit down with your journal and you just write down what you're looking at, what you hear around you, maybe something that you smell, how you feel, things that you can't believe are happening to you right now, things that you're afraid of, um, things that you're excited for, and so on. So these all things create special moments. And so more than just that, just writing those moments down, the reason to writing those moments is also to go back home and be able to tell better stories about your photos. So for example, how many times you went on a trip, you were excited, blah blah blah, you went out, you set up your camera, you got amazing pictures, and you edited them and everything, and you need to share them on social media or whatever. You want to send them to friends on newsletters, email newsletters, whatever that is. And it's time to write a story about your picture, maybe about the adventure, right? And you just don't remember everything that happened, unless you're one of those YouTubers that actually go out and document the adventure. Then it's a whole different story. You don't need a planner for that, which is not good for Mosh Planner, because if I want to approach those landscape photography YouTubers, maybe they don't have a need for this and they won't use it. But those are the people I want to use it. Anyway. So, you go back home, blah, 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 and then you want to write a story and you just don't remember everything, and you maybe start making up things that didn't really happen, or you want to write something about something that happened, but you don't exactly remember what it was, how it smelled, what you felt, and so on. So this can help you improve your stories so much. So that's, I guess, the main reason I created Mosh Planner. But it's not just a moments notebook, it's a planner. So as a planner for landscape photographers, it offers you features that help you plan your photography trip. It helps you plan your shots, right? Different shots in a specific trip that you go on, right? Time of day, how many shots, ISO settings, all that wonderful things. So you go into the location and you know exactly why you're there. Obviously, many times you go out there and you just want to be spontaneous. Makes perfect sense. But a lot of amazing photos that makes you better than others. Sorry, so some people screaming in their background. I don't even know if you hear them. But photos that stand out more than others are usually planned ahead of time, because they have been scouted for, they've been planned for what time of day to go, what season to go, what best weather is for that specific picture and location, and so on. So planning your shoots is very helpful things to do. And then obviously it's a planner, so you have a daily schedule for your entire trip, right? And you have notes and memories and photo ideas and so on and so on. You can see all that on the website. But I need to create a brand, right? A brand is not just the features of the planner. A brand is what I stand for. And so if I'm being honest, right? I created this planner and I haven't used it once. Not because I don't want to use it. To be honest, I want to use it probably more than any person on the planet that maybe is using it. It's just that since I created the planner, I was focused on trying and selling it, trying to marketing it in whatever way I could. In the beginning, I went on more adventures and I was talking about it while on the adventures and also and so on. But I never really used it because I never had the time to actually plan a trip, which is really dumb. But in all honesty, I haven't done landscape photography for a while. I have all my excuses that everybody has. I have a job, I have a child, I have a wife, I have I don't know, stress sometimes. I just don't have as much time for landscape photography as I had before. But I never stop creating things and talking about and thinking about landscape photography. Almost everything I do is related to landscape photography. So that's me being honest about Mosh Planner. What I do know about the planner is that people love it, which is awesome. I get great feedback. Not somehow not too much feedback. I sold about 1,000 copies, and I don't get much feedback. The feedback I do get is really good. People love it. They take it and they use it, and it helps them plan and write their moments and all that. But not everybody that bought it wants to say anything, which is kind of frustrating because I try to get feedback. I send emails, I can't just blast people with text messages because I don't want to spam anybody. And I try to do social media stuff, but it's somehow it's difficult to get people to answer to you. Just because they bought your product, I guess, it doesn't mean that they have to or want to tell you anything about your product, which makes sense. So I have to figure out branding for Mosh Planner. And again, it should be more than just features. Yes, this planner is awesome. The features help you, but that's not just it. So as I figure it out, as I think about it and I write things down, you will learn with me, I guess, if you stick with me. We'll learn together what Mosh Planner brand is. Now, aside from Mosh Planner, something I wanted to create a very long time ago, almost when I just created the first planner, I wanted it to go along with a certain app. Even though Mosh Planner is supposed to be manual, right? And you're supposed to write things down instead of going on your phone, which if you use the phone, it takes away from your moments. Okay, those phones, they're awful. So it also meant to take your mind off your phone and get your ass out of your phone. But I wanted to have a companion app or something that can help you organize your things after you put them in your Mosh Planner. You can put the images that you captured, you can write the stories over there, and so on. And so finally, I think after about, I don't know, how long has it been? 5 years? 4 or 5 years? I was finally able to create that app, website, whatever you want to call it. And now it integrates with your Mosh Planner. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, right over here in the corner, you have a QR code. And these QR codes take you to specific pages, specific web pages in your account, if you create an account, that are specifically for those sections of the planner, right? If it's a in the moment section, or a photo idea section, or photo shoot section, or the whole trip planning, you can do all of that in the new web app I created. So finally, that's out there. That's pretty much it. You know, aside from that, I just have to figure out how to brand Mosh Planner in a better way. Because if I'm not going to do that, the planner is going to die eventually. Since right now, the only thing that keeps it alive is running Facebook ads. And that's not sustainable for any business, I assume, unless the ROAS are insane. But yeah, if you want to help me somehow figure out branding, or if you want to be the new face of Mosh Planner, nah, I don't know. I need to think about it. But until the next video, see you then.